Hi, it's George Swift from Bigger, Brighter, Bolder, the Mindset for Success. And this is the final video in the 4-part series all around what I'm calling the 4 pillars of entrepreneurial conditioning. If you haven't seen the previous 3 parts, then check out below in the description box. I will be putting links down there to the rest of these videos. So the first pillar of entrepreneurial conditioning was all about big decisions and making big decisions, being able to make big decisions. The second pillar was all about those big knocks that life can sometimes give us. Those big knocks, those big losses that we have to be conditioned to be able to accept moving forward. And the third one was all about making big mistakes and making mistakes moving forward. The reason we need to do these and embrace these in our life is really simple, and that is we need to be able to accept these things moving forward, and the more successful we become and the greater our success is, of course, the greater degree there is for losses, making mistakes, and the bigger the decisions are going to be. So we want to be conditioned enough to be able to handle the bigger stuff so that we can take on what I keep referring to as the fights. You know, I keep going back to my training competitive fighters, is taking those big fights. If I don't get the knocks early on in life, if I don't make mistakes early on in my career, then of course, how can I ever take on the big fights where potentially the fallout's going to be a lot more? The fourth pillar of entrepreneurial conditioning is all about winning. It's really important, of course, that we win. Now, I've left this one to last, so I'm glad you got through the first 3. But you know what? We have to win sometimes. If we never win, if it's just knocks and making mistakes, and yeah, we can learn a lot from that, but actually it really demotivates us. It's very hard to keep getting up and getting back in the fight if every time I get my head knocked off and I lose again and I lose again. It's really important that I lose. It's really important that I make mistakes. It's really important that I take those knocks. However, it's really important that I win as well. And it's really important that you win as well. So make sure that you acknowledge your wins, you acknowledge your successes, and make sure that you go back through life and acknowledge what you've learned from those successes, and to condition the winning mindset in there. You know, the desire to win, the desire to go through those other 3 things in order to ultimately succeed. If you've never been conditioned to actually win, don't be surprised that your unconscious mind doesn't really know how to win. So we have to train it just like anything else. We have to train it how to win. So the fourth pillar of entrepreneurial conditioning is all about huge successes, massive wins, and acknowledging those so that you keep motivated and driven to keep moving forward through potentially the other 3 pillars, which can sometimes sting a little bit. So make sure you win, make sure you log your successes, make sure you acknowledge all of that, and until next time, be successful.